My name is Flora and I am based in Washington, D.C. And I would like to share with you my experience doing creativity coaching with Nina Hart. So, I'm an aspiring writer, storyteller, and public speaker. And I feel I have stories to tell the world, but I'm really struggling to sit down and do the work. There's this project I've been thinking about for, oh my God, it must have been 7, 10 years maybe. It's a solo storytelling show. And really, I'm just not doing it. Somehow I'm stuck in my own procrastination, and I really needed help to overcome my inner resistance and start working on my first draft. So I started creativity coaching with Nina about 5 weeks ago, and I love it. Oh my God, this is really what I needed to tap into my creativity and actually make progress on my project. I went from being completely stuck for almost a decade to now making actual progress on my show. So, Nina was introduced to me through a friend, and on our introductory phone call, she recommended that I combine her in person coaching with her online school called Writing from the Top of the Head. And she thought that this combo of synchronous and asynchronous material would really be powerful because I was ready. I was ready to do the work. I was willing to do whatever it takes to get over my own procrastination. And it has worked. Literally, this creativity coaching combo has really it's been the best thing that happened to me and to my creativity. So let me tell you a little bit more about my story. So I'm a lawyer by trade, and I work in tech, and I write for a living. However, when it comes to creative writing, writing my own stories, expressing my own voice, I am stuck. Literally nothing comes out. And when I do sit down and write, it is a really tortured process. I write pages and pages and pages of useless materials. I feel lost in my writing. Then I feel a sense of defeat and failure. And the last thing I want is to the next day sit back at my desk and do more writing. So I'm just not doing the work. I'm just not producing the work in order to get something on my show. What I needed was to find a more gentle and sustainable way to engage with my creativity so that I would want to sit day after day, do writing on a regular basis to create the work that I want to produce. And this is where this program has been absolutely amazing. So I've had been talking to a lot of coaches prior to working with Nina. Over the last few years, I must have talked to half a dozen writing coaches or productivity coaches. But none of them felt right because I did need more accountability, and I didn't even have work that anybody could look at, review, and critique. So really, my problem they couldn't solve my problem. I even remember asking my therapist if she could help with my creative process, and she just shrugged at me. So I was looking for somebody to help me with my creativity and really had a hard time finding that person. So this program for me is really what I had been looking for, and I will tell you more about what you would learn. So if you're having any kind of blocks with your creative process, or you just have a very tense relationship with your creativity, this program is going to help you kind of unpack all of that. First, you're going to learn to quiet your inner critic. You're going to learn that writing or being creative should be done just for the sake of it. And I'm a lawyer by trade. I've been trained to write with purpose, to write where writing makes or breaks a case or makes or break an argument. What you're going to learn is that in order to start producing a lot of work, you have to lower the stakes. You have to enjoy creativity for its own sake. You're going to learn to engage with it almost like with the mind of a child, to be playful around it. And this is what is really going to be freeing. As a trained legal professional, it was really liberating to write without stakes, to write where there are no mistakes, and write in a way where there's no obligation of results. That was groundbreaking and really liberating for me. So you're going to learn to quiet the critic, lower the stakes, deal with your shame. I think we all have shame associated to getting ourselves out there, being seen and so on. So you're going to talk about that. What else? You're going to talk about, so kind of a variety of topics that really Nina breaks down for you. She will also point you to a ton of resources so that those concepts can really sink in. And I have to tell you, this has been therapy for me. It's been 5 weeks, and I feel I've come a really long way and learned so much about myself, and so much about how creativity works. You cannot force creativity. You really have to be in a beautiful, calm, peaceful, grateful, playful place in order for inspiration to strike. And this is what I am learning to do for the first time in my late 40s. Anyhow, so in terms of how this program works, so during the week I will do one of the modules online, and in any module Nina will do a presentation followed by writing prompts that kind of puts into practice some of the things that she discussed. And then once a week, we get on the phone for an hour and we take that time to debrief the week. We start with credit reports because it's important to celebrate the wins, big or small. We celebrate the big accomplishments just like we celebrate the moment of playfulness. And then we look at the writing prompts, and I get a chance to talk to her about whatever came up, some insights that I had, what was easy, what was hard. If I ever want to read to her anything that I wrote that I am proud of, she will happily listen to anything I want to share with her, and then we decide next steps for the next time. We always have tons to talk about, and I think that the fact that I'm doing the modules online really brings structure, and I feel I can really make the best of my 1 hour of coaching with her because I have a lot of things to talk to her about. So if, like me, you need help to overcome negative emotions around creativity or just get unstuck, I really think that you're going to enjoy this combo package. It's really going to help you. Nina has created a comprehensive creativity coaching program that you will learn from. And even if it is just doing the writing prompts and allowing yourself to tap into your creativity, you're going to learn a lot from that. Now, before I let you go, I want to share one more thought. Just a few weeks before meeting Nina, I read a personal finance book, and there's something that the author said that really resonated with me. He said, we're talking here about retirement savings, 401k, and stock market portfolio, but remember that the most important investment you'll ever make is investing in yourself. And I remember asking myself, wow, that is so true. That is so important. What would I do if I invested in myself? And then the answer came loud and clear. Coaching to help me get over my creativity block so I can finally do the work I feel so called to tell the stories that I really want to tell the world. So I want to remember all of you, remember to invest in yourself. If you think that this program is for you, go with it with your whole heart. You are in good hands with Nina. All right, I hope that my testimonial was helpful to some of you, and I wish you all the best with your creative journey.